Hi Malachi. So I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I hope it's pronounced Malachi. So here we have your pen which you sent to me. I edited it in a separate app called Photo Room, so that way it's larger vertically and there's a background on it. And for context, um, we're adding a feature in Android where you'll be able to remove a background from any photo, and then you'll be able to move the pen around just like you would any of the foreground effects, which I'm about to show you. And you'll be able to also move the pen around as pretty much like its own animation and add it on top of any one of the 3,000 backgrounds within this section right here. So that's a feature coming within a couple weeks, but in the meantime, let me show you how to add foreground effects on top of existing photos, which is what the app is currently advertised to do, and the feature of removing a background from any photo, and then moving the pen around as a PNG file, which that feature is coming within 2 weeks. But for now, let's only focus on the foreground effects. So let me show you some ideas I had for this particular scene. So first of all, what if we try this butterfly effect? Give it like a nice magical vibe. And keep in mind, these once you download an effect, you never have to download it again, because I know it can take like 10 to 20 seconds to download an effect. So let me, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what it does. So it like lands right on your pen. Okay, so that's this new butterfly category is one of the it's all the way at the bottom. So this category is all the way at the bottom of the foreground effects. So yeah, definitely check out the butterfly category. We're adding a lot of cool bird effect scenes. What if we do something like this, like bestseller? And keep in mind, you can have more than one effect at the same time. So you can do like bestseller, and then we can add like that butterfly effect as well. So what if we do that? So bestseller, and now let's add that butterfly effect, which we already have downloaded. And just, okay, let's move it around. And then once you like a scene, just click on the hold the red button for 2 seconds, and then tap again once you're finished with once you're satisfied with how long your recording is. Okay. So yeah, definitely check out the butterfly effects. For this particular scene, you may like the reveal foreground category. Let's try this. And keep in mind, right now I'm using the very latest version of the Teleplay app. PicPulse is part of the Teleplay app. It will be its own app very soon. But anyways, right now I'm using the very latest version. So some of the features which you see right now won't be available for until like Monday or Tuesday at latest. For example, in this current interface, like the names of the categories are very legible. When I like rotate it, it moves with your finger, whereas in the current interface, it does the opposite direction. So this version is much more intuitive, I feel. So this new version is coming out Monday, Tuesday. You can keep track of all the new features that are being added. Very useful features based on feedback from customers. You can keep track of all the new additions to the software within the Facebook group for product owners. So what if we try, and some of the effects I noticed for Android, some of the effects are a little glitchy in Android because the file sizes are very big. So my project for the next 1.5 weeks is making versions of all the high megabyte file effects for specifically for Android users. So that way there's no glitchiness in any of the high megabyte file size effects. Something you can do in Android, you can make a recording, and now you can move this butterfly around, and the movement you're making with a butterfly will show up in the final recording. Okay. So let's see what other effects we can work with. Okay. To remove an effect, just hold and tap the X that appears above the red button. So what if we try in the love foreground category, maybe you're like gifting a pen to someone. One of my favorite new effects. So see how it's like kind of glitchy, but it's still downloading. This is because it's a very high megabyte file effect, and it's still downloading, but it's gonna pop up. So an effect like this, notice there's a little glitchiness when downloading. It's not gonna affect anything really. It just, the interface looks weird when you do that. So for an effect like this, there's gonna be a lower file size, but with the same good quality. And it'll say something like purple petals falling at camera, like for Android. So it's all very obvious. Okay. So I think I showed enough to get you started, but here, let me show you some more. What if we do like fall sale? Why not? Okay, that can work. So at this point, it's really about which type of effects you're looking for. So if you let me know, here, what if we try this one? No, give me a sec. Sparkle and particle effects. Twirl reveal 1. Okay, this is kind of like a nice and simple scene. So if you let me know which effects you're looking for, I'll either show you where they are. You keep in mind you can search for effects as well. Each effect has a keyword. So if you're not finding something you want, let me know and I'll add it. And please let me know if this video helps.